Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, what's up? Hello, hi. I'm Marlakris. So glad you're here. Consider subscribing if you like nail content. I do this kind of thing twice a week, every week. We're going to do my natural shorties with some dip powder and then some stamping a little later because, y'all, I'm super excited for Shark Week. I'm a big Shark Week fan. I love watching all the things on all the channels for Shark Week. If you are into this kind of thing, definitely comment down below and leave a shark emoji in the comment section. This is the stamping plate I'm going to use from Maniology. Everything I'm using in the video will be linked down below. I went ahead and threw on some peel off base coat because I do content all the time and I need super quick and easy pop off removal. This color from Sass, oh my gosh, it is so freaking gorgeous. We're going to do 2 nails in the glitter. I originally only was going to do 1, but when I saw it on my index, I'm like, Pinky needs this one too. So we're going to do 3 dips total. 3 dips total. If you want to do 2 and a coat of clear, you totally can, but I did 3 dips because I'm doing the pour over method, which tends to be a thinner application, for me at least. If you want to dip right into the jar, you totally can. I didn't want to stain the underside of my natural nail. That's the only reason, because I'm not soaking off in acetone. If you're soaking off your dip powder, you don't have to worry about staining. But because I'm not, because I'm using peel base, I'm like, let me pour over. Pour over has kind of been my jam lately, in case y'all haven't noticed. I just think it's a cleaner application. I make less of a mess everywhere, and I don't have any lumps, bumps, ridges in my nail. So I prefer Did I just have a stroke? I prefer the pour over method as opposed to dipping in, but it's whatever you want to do. You do your nails the way you see fit. Who am I to tell you how to do anything? I'm a nobody. All right, let's be real. I'm a DIYer like probably most of you guys are. I'm not a licensed nail tech. I just do these things for funsies, but I've been doing them for like the last 100 years, so I know a couple things. A few, maybe. I'm going to get on to the second nail, and I'm going to do the other 2 dips off camera just for the sake of saving some time, because this is a little bit of a longer video. I don't know. We're going to do stamping later, which is so much fun. It's reverse stamping. If you haven't tried it yet, what are you even doing with your life? Reverse stamping is so much fun. It's so relaxing. If you like coloring, if coloring is your thing, you're going to love reverse stamping, but I'll show you how to do that a little bit later. I'm going to go ahead and finish up this coat, cleaning around my cuticle area, dusting off excess. Again, I'll do the other 2 coats off camera, and then we're going to move on to color number 2. So here is what that color looks like in 3 dips. It is so rich and so shimmery and so darn gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and activate these now. That way when I'm done with the rest of the nails, this will be ready to file, and I don't have to stop, because if I stop, I'm going to get distracted. I have ADHD pretty significantly, and I will squirrel and find something to do with my life and then not finish my nails. I don't want to get up from my nail desk. Once I'm here until the end. That's the way it is. Anyway, we're going to move on to the second color. That first color, Don't Be a Sucker, that is from the Sweet and Sour collection, one of my all-time favorite collections from Sass. This one is Serenity Cove. This one is from the Mystical Mermaid collection. And then the last color I'm going to use is Whipped Cream Bikini from Nudie Patootie. Y'all know how I feel about that one. My favorite white dip powder ever of all time. So we're going to do 2 coats. Nope, we're going to do 3. I'm doing 3 coats of every color. Again, I'm only going to show you the first coat. The other 2 I'll do off camera. But this blue, it is so, I mean, the name is absolutely perfect. Serenity Cove. It just gives you that calm, that tranquil. Blues are like my thing, okay? Y'all know, if you've been around for the last 100 years that I've been doing this, you guys know blue is always going to be my thing. Even though I try to shake it up a little bit, I try to do things that are outside my comfort zone, but I will always go back to blues and blacks. I haven't done a black mani in a hot minute. I think I need to, though. I miss having black nails. Before I started dipping, when I was like a nail polish girly, That's a lie. I was never a nail polish girly, but black nails have always kind of been my thing. I love a good black manicure. I don't know. It's just, I mean, a lot of people say that red is a power color, and it is, but for me, it's black. When I'm rocking a black manicure, I feel fierce. But what is your like power color? You'll have to let me know down below. Anyways, I'm going to get this color on 2 nails, and then we're going to do the accent nail in the white. I'm going to show you a little bit of filing and buffing. We'll do a top coat, and then we're getting into the stamping. So this is the Serenity Cove in 3 coats. It is so darn beautiful. Can you even? This is shaping up to be such a gorgeous tonal. If you didn't want to do any stamping, you super don't have to. You can leave it just like this. I'm going to grab my whipped cream bikini. If you wanted to use the glow version, you totally can. That's whipped cream glow bikini. Same exact color as the white I'm about to use, but it glows in the dark. So if that's your thing, grab up the whipped cream glow bikini. And I'm going to do 1 nail, the accent nail. This is where my little shark dude is going to live. We have to name the shark. I have not as of yet, but if you have name ideas for the shark we're about to put on this nail, drop them down below. So I'm going to do 3 dips of this as mentioned, and then I'm going to show you how I file these up a little bit. I'm only going to show you 1 nail. Don't worry, it's not going to be crazy. If you are very new to doing dip powder nails and you need like a very beginner friendly step-by-step, I got you. I will leave it up in the eye for you to check out. And everything is going to be very talk through, very detailed. I'm not going to be super chatty like I am in this video. I promise. It's easier than you think it is. I promise you that. There was a rogue glitter in my whipped, and I'm just going to scoop that out real quick because that's going to bug the heck out of me if that gets into a white manicure. And I'm going to proceed. I'm going to activate this. I'm going to come back and I'll show you how to file. So here's what whipped cream bikini is looking like in 3 dips. It looks absolutely perfect. I'm going to go ahead and activate and watch. I'm not cutting anything. I'm not speeding through anything. You're not missing a beat. As soon as I activate that nail and I close up my bottles, because definitely don't leave those open. Look, my first nail that I did, already ready to file. I'm going to take a cuticle pusher and very gently push my skin back, and that is going to expose that little gap between where my skin is and the dip is, and that I can get my little nail file into that little space and smooth out my cuticle line. And that's all I'm going to do for that. I'm going to smooth out my cuticle line. I'm going to take the file down the side walls right here and make sure that is all smooth. There's nothing hanging over the edges. And then I'm just going to round out my free edge down there. And that's all the filing I need to do. That's it. Pour over is so easy to file because it's such a thin and even application. If you're struggling, if you feel like you have to do a ton of filing, because you really shouldn't, but if you do, if you feel like you have to do a ton of filing with your dip powder manicures, try the pour over method. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. So once I have the filing done, I'm going to grab a buffing block and buff over the entire nail to get it nice and smooth for top coat. And that's it. So I'm going to file up the rest of the nails off camera, and then we're going to do a little bit of top coat before we get into the stamping. Now, I know that seems counterproductive. Like, why would you top coat and then do stamping and then have to top coat again? There is a method to my madness, okay? So acrylic soaks off with acetone, right? Right. Now, if you do your stamping, which you totally can, if you want to do your stamping first and then top coat later, you can. But if you mess something up with your stamping, if something goes awry, if things don't go the way they're planned, then you have to take off your stamping with acetone, and that can start to eat away at your dip powder. I don't want that to happen. I'm just cleaning my nails off, by the way, with a little bit of alcohol on my scrubby brush before I top coat. But so the top coat I'm going to put on is going to protect the dip powder if I need to clean anything up with acetone. That's my only mentality. Totally you don't have to do any of this. You don't even have to do dip powder. If you want to do stamping, if you want to do your stamping over nail polish or gel polish or whatever, you can do whatever you want to do. You know me, I'm a dip girl at heart. So that's what I'm doing. Plus, that's what y'all like to see, apparently. Y'all love when I dip my short little nublets. So I'm going to go ahead and start my top coat routine. I'm going to put activator on all of the nails because you need your activator to cure your dip top. And then once that is dry, or kind of dry, I guess, I'm going to wipe off any excess. And then I am going to go in with my dip top coat. Nothing crazy. I'll walk you through it, but the activator is required. You can't skip this step. I have so many people asking me how to do dip top coat. This is how you do dip top coat. But you got to follow all the rules. You can't just pick and choose what you want to do. It won't work. Activator. Let it sit just a few minutes. Grab a dry lint-free wipe or a paper towel, and then you're going to wipe off any excess activator from your nail surface. This is going to help you prevent dip top coat brush hardening and dip top coat contamination. Trust the process. It looks crazy, but I don't know how the science is, but it works. So once we have any excess activator residue off the nail, we can start the dip top coat. Dip top coat. All you want for your first coat is 3, maybe 2, maybe 4. If you have longer nails, strokes quickly across the nail and then wipe off your brush, both sides on your paper towel. Don't ask me questions. I don't know, okay? But this is how it works. I'm going to go nail to nail doing the same exact thing, 2 to 3 quick strokes, wipe the brush off, back in the bottle, onto the next nail. Once I get done with the 5th nail, and you don't want to do both hands on this, one hand at a time. Once I get done with the 5th nail, I'm going to go back to the first nail that I did and do the same exact thing, the same exact way. Then I'm going to let this dry for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to do the Shark Week stamping. Woohoo! So I let those totally dry down. Look at that shine. The gloss is stupid. Azure liquids are just so darn good. If you haven't tried them yet, what are you even doing? This is the plate I decided to go with. It's a brand new plate to me that I've never used before, so I'm going to take off this protective film. I don't know what plate number it is. Y'all could probably see it. I can't see it. So I'll leave everything down below. I am an affiliate for Maniology. Marlakrishelp is my affiliate code if you want to save 10%. I'm going to use this thingamajig that you might have seen in a previous video. It's a stamp shrinker dinky thing. The fins, I wanted to make sure they fit over my entire nail. So I'm going to shrink it a little bit so I get all the fins. And I'll leave that video up in the eye if you want to see how this thing works. It's so good though. Love the shrinky dink stamper thing. I'm just lining it up to make sure it's going to fit my nail. I'm not stamping it just yet. We're going to do reverse stamping on this here in a minute. I'm also going to grab up this little shark dude who's in a little inner tube. I thought he was so freaking cute. So I'm going to grab up the stamps and then I'll show you how to do the reverse stamping. I am just taking off the excess polish that I don't need with a piece of tape. You can use a lint roller if you want to. I tend to be reckless, so the lint roller will literally take the whole thing off. So I prefer to use tape, but whatever you see fit. I'm going to grab up the other stamp, and then we're going to get into the reverse stamping. I also grabbed up this plate. It's got these cool little like it reminds me of pool water or some kind of water, and I'm a weirdo. Okay, I can't just have shark guy floating in the middle of a naked nail. So that looks weird to me. So I'm gonna put him in the water as he should be with his little inner tube. Is it giving water? I don't know. It is now. I'm seeing it, you're seeing it, and that's just the way it is. So I'm going to clean up my cuticle area with a cleanup brush and a little bit of acetone, and then, as promised, reverse stamping. So for these shark fins, I don't have a gray nail polish. I have to make one, which is fine. You can mix your nail polishes, like it's totally cool. I'm just mixing black and white until I get the gray that I want for the shark fins. I'm using an orange wood stick to mix this together. You can use a toothpick or whatever you have on hand. And then I'm going to take my nail art detail brush and I'm going to start coloring in all of those fins. Once I have the fins done, I'm going to grab a little bit of blue and add some water to the bottom of those fins. And then I'll stamp that on my middle fingernail. So for Shark Dude, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to mix together some fresh gray with the black and the white. Again, mix it until it's the exact color of gray that you want. I'm going to do 3 colors on Shark Dude. I'm going to do the main body part in the gray. Then I'm going to do a little white for like his underbelly and his teeth. And then I'm going to do the red, which you'll see me grab here in a minute. I'm going to do red for his, like inside of his mouth and for the inner tube. I'm using black and white from Maniology, and then the red and the blues that I used are from Born Pretty. I think I got them on Amazon. Everything will link down below for you guys. So I'm going to let you hang out and vibe and watch me color in Shark Dude, and I'll come back and I'll show you how to get him on the nail. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down a sticky base coat. That way the whole image sticks to this nail. While that is drying, I'm going to throw my smudge-free top coat atop the fins. These are steps that I would advise you not skip. I never skip these steps when I am stamping, ever. The smudge-free top coat is necessary. You cannot do anything over those fins until you add the smudge-free top coat. Otherwise, you're going to run the risk of smudging up your stamping, and then no one's going to be happy. So take my advice and just use the smudge-free top coat. Sticky base is great for stamping. If you have trouble getting your stamps to stick, throw down the sticky base coat. You won't have any more issues. And then I'm going to stamp that right on the nail. And there is our Shark Dude. I'm going to throw a smudge-free top coat on top of Shark Dude, and I'm going to let these dry, and then they're going to be done. So I let all that polish dry down. This is the finished look. They're so darn cute. Thank you guys so much for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are. And I'll catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.